very, very well in both positions and allows them to end the draft with a lion. Not something that a lot of other teams will do, but definitely gives that extra bit of threat, that instant catch, instant heck ability to a perfect balance.
Yeah, it really is exactly that, right? Those are the two highest volatility heroes when you're just trying to push the limits this top.
So Matthew set up for the kill here. Fly with the chase down. Fairy Fire's there from Matthew, but a few more hits of the Battery Assault will get the job done for EG. First blood for Fly. Has to be careful in this lane. Some sort of misplay here or caught out at low HP. The cars could get burst down by these two. They've got great ways of sort of getting that damage in from the distance, whether it's Crit throwing themselves in on top of him or the Plasma Field clipping him at the edge of the circle.
Yeah, until he has that waveform, it can be a bit of a risk versus those double waves to keep him on that lane. The top.
On blame.
Nice
bit of a turnaround. Fly has got the Fairy Fire. Drop down the cogs, but Sacred one more hit's all he needs. He's not going to be able to get it.
Oh, the cogs.
Fly's able to get out, and now Sacred's got to back away. Mango's at the ready. arteezy beginning to stack up the raises.
No, 2-0.
We're going to try for a play here between the two of them.
I like this.
Smoke up from the mid. They're going to head straight towards the top lane. Not before EG's already there themselves, though. Both supports flying. Crit ready to start setting up the play. Sacred will get the hammer out. Able to pull himself away, but arteezy closing in upon him. TP's coming in, and now Dark Margo with the two-man avalanche. He's going to look for the toss back, finds it onto Crit. Stun now from Matthew onto arteezy. They're able to lock down the SF, take out two. Maybe even more here. Panda still has the slow hit applied to Fly, but backup's in terms of Abed. Abed, see if he can get some kills in return off the back of this Rolling Thunder. Good angle onto Panda, but there's four heroes here, and Abed cannot try and pressure for more.
Similar. Abed.
He's going to step up.
Got the solar.
Got the Hex into the stun. He's dead. A quick catch there from Thunder as Abed not prepared for that move at all, or maybe feeling that Crit would somehow be able to bail him out, but of course no options were there for Crit to be able to save Abed. Thunder, they'll now step up for more. Fly stepped into the river. They'll pick up both kills. And at the same time, bottom lane, it's actually Pakaz that's threatening Nightfall. As with the static link and the adaptive strike, Nightfall is so close to dying here. Not quite a minute. He's going to have Plasma Field in a second. The mana's building up Pakaz.
Oh my god!
It's not enough to kill him yet. He's still trying to push up, but the TPs are coming in. Pakaz, he gave it his best shot. He nearly gets it there, but he won't. EG able to punish him. I mean,
what a play.
He was going to go for that kill in every possible universe there could ever be.
I mean, that's still so nice because of Nightfall. Even again, just like the last game, after lanes, things are looking
this is dead. We'll see if this catches out Sacred again. I mean, once more, EG, they know at this stage you make the moves towards the door. That's the cleanest thing they can do.
Reveal.
Mid lane, Dark Margo will indeed find the jump onto the Marcy. And again, at the same time, the move's made onto Sacred. TPs will come in this time round, and Sacred able to pull himself back to the safety.
As we said, still holding on to that finger. It feels like he just wants to use it on arteezy exclusively.
Absolutely, yeah, he's been very controlled with this, and it definitely hurts for EG. They know that threat of the burst will be there. They're going to try for Sacred once again. This time Sacred a little further up than before.
Got the
Managed to get the hammer out, but the cogs are down. Has the backup of Matthew and Panda. Chain Frost is there. Fly, hook shots out. They're taking out Sacred. This time Matthew ready to burst through Fly with that finger. Finish him off. Abed will turn up from the side to make sure they get a second, but Dark Margo's in with a blink, and here's the buyback. Dawnbreaker, Sacred ready to fly over towards the fight and turn this around as it's a double kill for Matthew. Crit tries to run. The tree will chase him. The Sacred ready to dive in underneath this tier 1 tower. Crit trying his best with the Jukes.
Oh,
not doing a bad job about it at all.
They see him now.
They do indeed. You can only hide there for so long as Thunder. I mean, do you imagine if EG wants this BKB's done on Nightfall, will they look to try and force a fight? So top lane Matthew, he's getting gone on, but Pakaz is thinking about maybe trying to find something themselves out of this. Dark Margo's in with the jump. He's able to close the gap on arteezy. He just burst straight through him. Able to jump straight over towards Artur at the back of the fight, throwing out the tips as well.
That is massive cause for concern. I mean, he's able to just one-shot him. Look how huge his tiny is.
He's got an Echo Save and the Brigand's Blade. It's a chance for him to maybe get in and get that opening stun. So able to walk the river, and look at the pushback onto Sacred. Separated from the rest of us team by the cogs, but Chain Frost is out.
They're on arteezy.
Goes in with a jump. Finds arteezy in the river. arteezy not able to get off a single spell as the Shadow Fiend falls. See Nightfall have to just hope for a BKB TP out of it.
Oh, and there's
no fight to be had. This is around the Roshan Thunder. They can look for this. I mean, we were saying it, arteezy, there's just no place for him around these points of the map.
No.
The BKB is there for arteezy, but the same to be said for Dark Margot. He's going to have even less fear if that's even possible.
He's just in.
He is. Some of the jump, Nightfall immediately pops the BKB. They're just terrified of EG. There's the jump back you. He's able to find the Hex onto arteezy. The stun follow-up. A perfect jump there from Thunder. Causes the death of Artur behind the tier 2s. Once again, Thunder's favorite place to fight. As Crypt falls, 3 dead on EG. They're ready to go past the tier 4. Dark Margot in with the avalanche. 4 dead on Evil Geniuses. As it's just too much for them, Fog.
But do they have the damage now at this point with this when they're this far behind? There's a Solar Guardian that's gonna come in.
Get the opening roll in Thunder. See the ult coming in from Sacred. They didn't have enough damage. Dark Margot only gets burst down to half HP. He's ready to put the BKB turn. Take down Crit. Hookshot there from Fly, but the heavy hits here from Thunder. Take him down as well. Stun, Hex, lockdown onto abed. 3 dead on EG.
They want more.
And Nightfall is up on the cliff. He'll opt for a TPL. Same to be said for arteezy. The 2 cores will manage to escape here with a BKB TP. That they can put together around the defensive on the high ground. Do you sort of see any play that EG can try and go for in terms of punishing Thunder when they go for the high ground? Matthew?
He showed himself.
They know he's in the trees somewhere. Matthew's going to go for the blind stun.
They're still just going to chase him.
Jukes are there from arteezy, but Matthew, he'll still be able to chase him out. Hex is there. They're on top of him with the combo. Tips once again being thrown the way of arteezy. Godlike for Pakaz.
And to answer the question of the comeback on the high ground, they don't
be able to sort of rectify the state of this game.
arteezy can't even finish getting souls. He just has to sit in the tree lines with his team. Because even if he shows, if he shows himself, he might just die immediately. Look at Matthew. Immediately whips himself. He's like, let's go.
With the scan EG, so they know that Thunder Awakens there, but not really too much they can do with that info apart from continue to stay hidden in the tree line.
Matthew knows. He's in.
Oh, he's in with the jump. Straight away with the Hex. They burst through Fly. Nightfall pops the BKB in time. Tries to come in with a static link, but Pakaz is there. Heads in with a waveform. Takes out Nightfall immediately. Sacred committing in deep. Starbreaker stun lands onto arteezy. arteezy will pop the BKB. Abed's in with the stun. On top of the Dawnbreaker, but the finger burst. The Hex is there. They lock down arteezy. The SF will fall. Abed, the only one to get out.
GG.
As there it is. GG is called. Wow. Thunder Awaken. Turn up here in the first series of the playoffs here at the International level and take down EG 2-0, knocking them down to the lower bracket. And this was a pretty severe knockdown.
Yeah. First game was close, very even through the majority of it. This one, Thunder came to play. They knew exactly what